Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my second Ask Chris episode. Yeah, I know I said I was going to do these every Friday, but I just figured I'm a little late, might as well put it up on Monday, and I'll make another one this Friday. So, number 3 is going to be this Friday, and I am going to make them every week now. I'm sorry that I had that little break in content, things out of my power, all that stuff, blah, 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 excuses. What is your favorite class on Team Fortress 2? I said a while ago that I might start up a gaming server of some kind for the Investigamer. What I'm looking at now is probably starting a Ventrilo chat for Investigamer before I start up any servers for games. So that's probably going to come first. But if I do start up some type of game server, it's probably going to be, like I mentioned, Killing Floor or Team Fortress 2. As for my personal play preferences in Team Fortress 2, my favorite class, I tend to switch between the Scout and the Heavy. The Heavy, totally easy to use. I can rack up tons of kills with that thing. I've played it so damn much. And then the Scout is one of the harder classes to use, in my opinion, and I try to use that one when I'm looking for a challenge. I just run around trying not to get killed, and I use the Force of Nature, which is a shotgun with huge kickback, and I just kind of use that to spam people and, annoy them by knocking them across the fucking map when they jump in the air. And yeah, it's fun. I dropped the paper. Are you gay or bi? I don't know if this question is a troll attempt or genuine, so I'm going to treat it as genuine, and just wonder, why do I not get this question more often? I used to get this question a lot on other channels that I was on, and now that I'm 20, I almost never get this question. I don't know if it's the beard, or the fact that my voice has changed a little bit, and it's kind of more rough and deep now. I guess because I've trained it subconsciously after doing this YouTube thing for so long. In any case, I used to get the question a lot whether I was gay, and it used to be kind of an annoyance because I always thought, hey, I'm obviously not gay. But now that I look back on my old videos with that stupid nasally voice and the fucking retarded haircut and all that shit, I can see why people might think that I'm gay. Not to say that gay people have retarded haircuts or nasally voices, but I acted pretty effeminate back then. And now I really don't. Just to answer the question, get it out there, I'm not gay. I'm not bi. I'm probably as straight as they come. Just saying. How often do you drink? Also, do you have any tips for losing weight? I drink a lot. It's been a problem every once in a while. Not so much. I tend to think drinking is totally fine, and I have lots of fun while drinking. I drink to get drunk. I'm going to say that right now. I drink to get drunk, not just to be sociable. I drink so I can get fucking hammered. And I have a lot of fun doing that, but over time, every once in a while, you'll drink and it's in a bad situation, you go into it with a bad mindset, and your life seems like it's over. So problem drinking can be a problem. If you go and drink while you're totally depressed, in my opinion, it can cause some issues, and it did for me every once in a while. I would do something crazy, or I would say some shit that I didn't want to say. It's been a problem, but yeah, I drink a lot. Still do, probably will for many years to come. As far as losing weight goes, I'm probably not the best one to talk to about this lately because I've not been doing such a good job lately. I've actually put on a few pounds, but when I first turned 18, I did start this whole workout regimen and this dieting regimen, and I lost 60 or 65 pounds. I got down to 185, which for 6'3", that's pretty good. I'm back up to close to 200 now, so there's that. But for me, the trick when I did lose the weight was a low sugar diet. I limited my sugar per meal to maybe 5-10 grams at the most, and that means no soft drinks unless it's diet, which a lot of people think diet drinks are bad for you. They really aren't. I put the research in. I promise you, aspartame does not cause cancer. It doesn't cause headaches. It doesn't cause any of that bullshit that people say it causes. It's all media, folks. There's no actual scientific evidence backing that claim. It's just bullshit. There's nothing wrong with artificial sweeteners. I'm just saying that right now. Try out diet drinks. If you taste them long enough, you might like them. So yeah, no real sugar sodas, no corn syrup, no fucking milk, not a chance, no milk at all. I promise you that it will not work. I grew up drinking chocolate milk, and that's how I got so fucking fat to begin with. You don't really have to watch sodium or fat or any of that other stuff. Just, keep it at decent levels, but sugar That's the one thing I want to watch, at least for me. That totally worked. I promise you, this worked for me, low sugar. I would definitely get some exercise in there. Bike 15 minutes a day, that's what I did. You can do some muscle exercises, you know, pull downs, shoulder, all that bullshit. Do what you can do, what your body lets you do, and just don't overwork yourself. Eat right. I don't know. That's really my whole mantra. Just fucking exercise some and don't eat too much. Just be a normal person. Don't be a person that gets like a 44-ounce drink every time you go to a fast food place and gets like 3 orders of fries and a goddamn burger the size of Texas. It's just, you can't build an amazing PC for $800. This was a comment that someone left to me. It was very well written. It had, it was very extensive, very well thought out. I enjoyed reading it, and yes, I did read the whole thing. And I think the hang-up that we have is that I may have garnished a little bit when I said an amazing PC. You know, you can build a way better PC. You can build an amazing PC by putting fucking Titans in there, and an 8-core processor, and this and that, and a fucking methane cooling system, or that stuff is just superfluous. No one is going to use 2 Titans. I'm sorry, no one is going to use 2 Titans. Very few people in the world are going to use 2 Titans. I'm just saying. When I say an amazing PC, I mean an amazing consumer PC. Folks, $850 will get you pretty fucking far as a consumer goes. It'll let you play most games out there on some of the highest settings. It'll let you record gameplay. It'll let you edit videos. It'll let you use Photoshop. For $850, I can get you a lot, especially if I go aftermarket on some of the parts. I'm just saying, I can build a pretty fucking good computer for around $800, $850, including monitor, keyboard, and mouse. Because all that stuff is cheap. Where did you grow up and how was your home life? I grew up in Alvin, Texas. It's a little town with 24,000 people now. It didn't always have that much. It was much smaller when I was growing up, and there really wasn't anything to do here when I was growing up. So I was a loner for most of my life. I was a loner. I had very few friends. I was raised by my grandparents, so I was sheltered. The reason for that is my mom was doing drugs when I was born, and my father was selling drugs when I was born. I was a little Jesse Pinkman for a father, yeah. And so I never got to see them. I was raised by my grandparents who, pretty much spoiled the shit out of me. And I just became a really sheltered, loner, totally unsociable prick by the time I was 17. And all that started to change when I met this girl. I kind of got my weight in check. I started having friends. I started drinking. I started smoking pot eventually. And that led up to now. I'm much more sociable. I'm out of my shell. I go to parties with, a dozen people. Life is good at this point as far as my social life is concerned. So that's nice. But I grew up very sheltered. And I grew up in a part of Texas that it's extremely conservative. Everyone drives a fucking truck. 80% of the vehicles on the road are trucks. Big trucks, might I add. And I hope I've said this on this channel in the past, but I fucking hate trucks. And I also hate religion. I don't hate people who are religious. I just hate it when religion is shoved in my fucking face every single day. And luckily, I live in Alvin, Texas, so I have to see "Keep Christ in Christmas" bumper stickers every time I leave my house. Christ was never in Christmas, folks. It's never been a Christian holiday. So fuck off with that already. I don't like where I live. I don't want to live here forever. I promise you that. And my upbringing, for the most part, it was positive. I had fun. But there are a few ways I would have done it better if I could go back. I'll just put it that way. General question about The Last of Us. I have been asked by so many people to talk about this game. And even before I played it, I wanted to know what the fucking deal is. I mean, I read all the reviews. I watched videos. I watched Adam Sessler talk about this game. I've seen every single fucking person on this entire planet who is related to the gaming industry talk about how this game is the Messiah. It is perfect in almost every way. It is game of the year, game of the fucking generation. This game is just the Citizen Kane of gaming. And with everyone saying how fucking good it is, what do you guys honestly expect me to say? Well, I'll have you know that I did play the entire game. I finished The Last of Us a couple weeks ago, and I loved it. It was breathtaking. It was nearly perfect in every way. I played it on the PS4. I have nothing but good things to say about it for the most part. So I'm not doing a review about it because I'd just be saying the same damn thing as everyone else. Just telling you right now, not going to do a review. I might do a Let's Play or something in the future once I finally get that going. But, yeah, I don't know what else you want me to add. It's The Last of Us, for Christ's sake. So that's all the questions I have for you today. Please submit your questions down below and I will answer them this Friday and Ask Chris number 3. Keep it real, guys. I'll see you later. Cheers.